He said, when you come back as the King of Glory as you are, put my sons one to your right and one to your left. And he humbly, and to teach him humility, even though he is God, like his Father and the Holy Spirit, he said to her that it's not up to me who sits to my right and who sits to my left. But it's for those who that was prepared, those seats were prepared for. And at that time, Apostle Paul was a teenager. And after, when they killed the first martyr, Stephen, he was with them. And he was holding the clothes of those who stoned Saint Stephen. Because they were such maniacs. And they threw so many stones. And that they were sweating. And they were taking off their cloaks. And so no one steals those cloaks. They put Saint Paul to hold on to them. Until they made a whole mount of rocks over the body of Saint Stephen. And he was watching that and he was agreeing with that. And when he grew up and he was the most educated of his area, he became the greatest persecutor of the Christians. And because at that time all the Christians were hiding and fleeing from the Jews who were killing them. The strongest and the most powerful Christians all gathered in Damascus, close to Antioch. That's where the first time where the disciples of Christ were called Christians.
Και είχε πάρει πληρεξούσια έγγραφα από τους μεγάλους Φαρισαίους, όπου βρει χριστιανούς στη Δαμασκό να τους σκοτώσει όλους, γιατί είχε και ρωμαϊκή εξουσία, επειδή ήταν πολίτης Ρωμαίος.
And because he also had Roman citizenship, he had the okay from the Romans and the Jews from anywhere, from all those places, to kill all Christians that he saw anywhere.
Και καθώς πήγαινε στη Δαμασκό,
and as he was going to Damascus,
εμφανίστηκε ο Χριστός με δυνατό φως πιο πολύ από τον ήλιο.
Christ appeared himself to St. Paul, stronger than the light of the sun.
Το άλογο πετάχτηκε πάνω και έπεσε κάτω εκείνος.
The horse jumped up and he fell down.
Και του είπε, τον έλεγαν Σαούλ τότε.
And his name was Saul then.
Σαν το όνομα του βασιλιά που κυνηγούσε να σκοτώσει τον διάδοχό του τον Δαβίδ.
Like the king who was chasing his predecessor David.
Και του είπε, Σαούλ, γιατί με καταδιώκεις?
And Christ said to Saul, why are you persecuting me?
Και εκείνος του είπε, ποιος είσαι, Κύριε?
And Saul said, who are you, Lord?
Και του είπε, αυτός που διώκεις είμαι ο Ιησούς.
He says, I'm the one who you're persecuting, Christ.
Και τυφλώθηκε από το φως.
And Saul was blinded from the light.
Και για μέρες ήταν τυφλός.
And for days he was blind.
Και η συνοδεία των στρατιωτών της σωματοφυλακής του τον οδηγούσε, τον έφερε τυφλός πως ήταν στη Δαμασκό.
And his entourage who was with him brought him to Damascus blind.
Και τότε του είχε πει ο Χριστός, θα πας στη Δαμασκό και θα πας στην τρίτη οδό, είπε και το όνομα της οδού και τον αριθμό 3 που είχε η οδός, που είναι ο Απόστολος Ανανίας, θα σε βαπτίσει.
And he says, you're going to go to Damascus, to the third road, He said also the name of the road, and you're going to go to Anania, who's going to baptize you.
Και το σπίτι αυτό υπάρχει μέχρι τώρα και πήγα.
And that house exists till today, and Yeroda has been there.
Oh my God.
Και όταν πήγε και ζήτησε να βαπτίσει αυτόν τον τυφλό, κατάλαβαν όλοι ότι είναι ο Σαούλ που διώκει τους χριστιανούς.
And when he went to ask to be baptized they were all in shock that he asked to be baptized.
Και είπε ο Χριστός θα βαπτίσεις τον Σαούλ.
And Christ told Ananias that you're going to baptize Saul.
Και ο Ανανίας αντιμίλησε στον Χριστό και λέει πώς θα βαπτίσω αυτόν που κυνηγάει όλους τους μαθητές σου. Δεν θα τον βαπτίσω.
And Ananias spoke back to Christ. He says, how am I going to baptize this one who persecutes all the Christians in you?
Και τον βάπτισε.
And then he baptized him.
Και το έργο του εκδιηγείται αυτός ο μεγάλος ο Γερμανός συγγραφέας Holzner.
And all of this, this great theologian writes all about this. Holzner.
Και έχει μεταφραστεί σε πάρα πολλές γλώσσες.
It's been translated into many languages.
Και όταν είδα τον Παύλο, τον εκτίμησα τόσο πολύ.
And when Yeroda met Paul, he appreciated him so much.
Που ζήτησε τη διεύθυνσή του για να του έστελνα ταχυδρομικό στο βιβλίο.
He asked for his address so he can send him by mail the book.
Το είχαμε και λέγαμε πότε θα δω τον κύριο Ρότζερ να του το δώσω για να το δώσει στο γαμπρό του.
We were talking about this, and Yeroda said, well, when are we going to see Roger so we can give him the book so he can give it to Paul?
Στο γαμπρό
To
του.
your groom. I mean, that's your son-in-law, yeah, you said something like that.
Και σήμερα, συγγνώμη που τους καθυστέρησα και τώρα και έχουμε φυλακίσει και την Joyce και δεν μπορεί να βγει.
He says, sorry that we've delayed you, we've imprisoned Joyce.
Εκτός αν βγει από το παράθυρο.
Unless you go out the window. Just like Apostle Paul.
Ο οποίος όταν ξαναπήγε στη Δαμασκό,
who when he went to Damascus again,
και έκανε όλους χριστιανούς εκεί,
and he made many Christians there,
οι Εβραίοι θέλουν να τον σκοτώσουν.
The Jews wanted to kill him.
Και ήταν κλεισμένος σε ένα κάστρο.
And he was closed in a castle.
Και όλοι περίμεναν για να τον σκοτώσουν.
And everybody was waiting to kill him.
Και πίσω από το κάστρο υπήρχε ένα παραθυράκι.
And behind the castle there was a little window.
Και από πάνω τον βάλαν σε ένα καλάθι και τον κατέβασαν για να φύγει για τη Ρώμη.
And from the top they put him in a basket and they lowered him so he can go to Rome.
Έτσι θα φύγει και η...
That's how Joyce is going to leave today.
Αλλά δεν είναι πολύ ψηλά για να
But it's not so high.
Και το έγραψε και την αφιέρωσε.
And Yeroda also wrote a dedication.
Παλιά ήμουν καλλιγράφος.
Yeroda used to be a calligrapher.
Αλλά μετά το COVID κατάφερα μόνο αυτό.
But after COVID, this is all he manages.
Και εδώ είναι η αγγλική μετάφραση που έκανε η Γερόντισσα Εμιλιανή.
And that's the translation in English that Geraint Emiliani did.
Και αν θέλει ο κύριος Ρότζερ να μας το διαβάσει.
And if Mr. Roger wants, he can read it for us.
Και να το δώσει στον Παύλο.
And give it to Paul.
Σαν δώρο για το γάμο.